My life has recently gotten so much easier because I now have been getting meals from Green Chef. And all I could think of is, I wish they had this when my kids were younger. It would have made life so much easier. I wouldn't have to think about what I have to cook that night. And Green Chef has options for every lifestyle: keto, protein packed, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. You can expect a variety of satisfying and flavorful recipes like Greek chicken salad with mint olive tapenade, or enchilada spiced turkey bowls. Now you can choose from 30 plus recipes weekly with the option to mix and match meals from different dietary preferences in the same box without changing your plan. Bring more flavor to your table this spring with Green Chef's wholesome, elevated recipes featuring seasonal, organic produce and unique farm fresh ingredients like rainbow carrots, bok choy, and olives. Go to greenchef.com/reps60 and use code reps60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Again, that's greenchef.com/reps60 and use code reps60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. That is a steal. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. Hi guys, welcome to Between the Reps with Devin and Jeanna. Brooke cannot join us today. I don't know why.
She's
traveling.
Flying to Austin.
Oh, okay. So she is traveling, and we make our producer crazy by doing things last minute. So we are trying to be better customers, I guess. I don't know. Better clients.
Clients.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, so welcome. It's just Deb and I today.
Hey guys.
Hey. So what's up?
Same old, just living the dream.
Yeah. You're still kidless?
No, he's back.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still eating a pork chop?
He came back a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I've been out of the loop. I have been sick.
Yeah.
This junk has been really, really fun. Not COVID. Still have never gotten COVID.
Really?
I get sick
Maybe
like
you're
once.
just one of those people that test negative.
Maybe. I don't know. So I'm just out there spreading it. I'm a spreader. I'm a super spreader.
You're like, I don't have it. I've never had COVID. Meanwhile, you've had it like 3 times.
Right? No, I usually get sick once a year. I got sick last year around January, and I tested and I was negative. Again this year and negative. So, I mean, I'm not going to be around people if I'm super sick. So I just stayed at home for the first few days. But yeah, I'm still congested and it's super fun. Yeah. But things have been crazy. My grandbaby's almost here. Yeah. I know. She's due April 19th. So it's
so exciting.
It's so exciting. It is coming up. We did her shower a couple weeks ago. And I got to tell you guys, if you guys are out there and you're in a blended family, oh my God, this poor girl, what she's having to deal with. If my gift to her can just be to be really easy, that's all I'm aiming to be. Because technically, her husband, my son, is my stepson, but I've raised him since he was 2. And we did the shower, and his mom was there, and my ex's girlfriend was there, and I mean, all the extended family, and just listening to them. Oh my God, it's so crazy. Well, I don't know if I talked about the gender reveal on this or not. But when we did the gender reveal, his mom created quite the scene and basically was talking about things from 30 years ago. I think she gets nervous and she gets a little bit wasted. And so she was saying things to me kind of under her breath about how my ex was only with me for my money, as if I have a lot of money.
You're surprise was on him then.
Yeah. I'm okay, so you're right. The 25-year marriage was a complete sham.
But yeah, so she was saying stuff. I mean, she probably was talking for like 20 minutes about all sorts of bullshit. And I just kept trying to diffuse the situation and saying, oh, well, that was a long time ago. And she was like, no, you remember he was still, screwing me back then. And I said, oh man, like, I don't remember that. But if that's the case, maybe I've just blocked it out. I mean, I wasn't sure what her position was, if she just wanted like validation or what was happening, or just make me feel like shit.
Right.
And so she finalized it with a big blow. And my ex was sitting kind of like to the right of me. And my daughter could hear her from across the table. So I'm assuming he can hear her and he's just ignoring her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of felt left to deal with it myself. And so after trying to diffuse it for like 20 minutes, her telling me that, she was still screwing him, that, he was with me for my money, that he didn't really want to be with me, blah, 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 blah. How she used to hate me. And you have to understand, like, the whole background that we've had is she was always very volatile and a little bit overly forthcoming with, I don't know, her anger.
Uh-huh.
And so she would always say things to me throughout the years. And the way that I always handled it was that I would just ignore it. Or I'd say, oh, that's not really something we should talk about right now. Or, oh, so I always try to diffuse it. And our big rule in our home was to never speak ill of his mom, regardless. And believe me, she made it rough.
I'm sure.
She made it really tough. Because she would say all of these things to him growing up, which is it's so hurtful for a kid to have to be put in that position. So our thing was, we're just not going to engage. And so, fast forward years later, and now we're dealing, you think, oh, I don't have to deal with this person anymore. Cause since school, we haven't had to do the back and forth and all of that. And now I'm realizing, holy crap, now I've got to share a grandchild with this person. And is she going to talk a bunch of shit about me to my grandchild? So anyway, it's been interesting, but, she finally, the final blow at the reveal was, well, you know that your ex, that, Nico, had sex with me in Jordan's bedroom. Jordan is my son.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
I know. And I just kind of went,
you're like, what am I supposed to do with that? You want me to hit you?
Yeah. And so I just kind of looked at her and I went, huh. And I just looked at my ex, who was sitting to the right of me, and I said, Nico, do you want to help me out here? Is there something you want to tell me? And he goes, what? And I go, about having sex with, Joey's mom in the kid's bedroom. And he completely just went, what? So he ends up leaving with his girlfriend. It was just, I felt bad because I felt like I perpetuated it by repeating something. So I was feeling bad because I kind of let her get to me. And so I went in and I apologized to my son and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he was so sweet about it. He goes, Mom, you never have to apologize. That's the shit I had to hear about growing up. Don't even worry about it. So it's just been this ongoing, I wouldn't call it drama because it's nothing to me. And then of course my ex is like, that never happened. And I go, even if it did, it doesn't matter at this point.
Right.
We're not together. I don't care.
Right.
And so, and I was just telling him, I'm like, we are good. Like, we are good. I'm good with you. I'm good with your girlfriend. Like, everything's fine. And so at the shower, it just was, again, her telling everybody, well, I'm the real grandma. I'm the real grandma. She introduces my daughters to people as, as our son's other sisters. There's just like this constant line being drawn. So I was having to talk to my daughter-in-law and, because they were also saying like, or she was saying, I'm going to be in the room which is crazy to me. Like, I mean, I'm sure that my daughter-in-law doesn't want, her husband's mom holding her leg while she's having a baby, right. And I'm sure that like some people are like really close with their mother-in-laws in that way, but I personally would never assume that. So yeah, it's been interesting trying to navigate through all of that crap and trying to figure out and be respectful of my daughter-in-law and just say, hey, I have no expectations. If you want me at the hospital, great. If you want me to just come in after, great. If you want me to just visit at home after, great. Whatever you want to do. So yeah, so I do get to go to the hospital, which is awesome.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I get to do that. And I think I'm going to be watching her maybe like once a week or something. So that's exciting for me.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
I have to give you so much credit, Jeanna, like from all the stories that I've heard about, navigating stuff with your ex-husband and the kids and their mom and, all that. Like you are so good at making sure that you're trying to do the right thing, and you always have everybody's best interest at heart. And it's just so.
Well, I appreciate that.
I call you for advice or come to you for advice sometimes because you are so level-headed about it.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to be honest. I have feelings like everybody else.
Yeah.
There's definitely times when I'm like that bitch,
right?
Or that asshole or whatever. But I think that parents need to be reminded that not to react emotionally. It's really easy to do. But really the biggest, I guess the best part about it is that my relationship with the kids is so good. And I think it's only because of that, because if you're stupid, and I know it's going to sound a little shitty of me, but there's almost like, I know in the back of my mind that I'm going to win them over. It's very, very devious of me in a way, because I know that they're going to support me knowing that I support them.
Right.
In that way. Yeah.
And they know through, history and watching and everything that they've got this one that acts a certain way and they've got this one
absolutely
way. And you've always been the constant, like, I'm here to support you. I'm good with whatever you decide. Like,
yeah, you try. Yeah, you try. I mean, it's definitely hard, but I do appreciate that. But yeah, it's, I used to tell my ex all the time, like, we will not speak ill of her. We will not stoop to her level because it's hard too. I'm sure our listeners, if they're listening, if you're in this kind of situation where, you have a blended family and you're dealing with exes and stuff, if you're doing that, if the other person, the other parent or the parent that's behaving badly or whatever you want to call it, is doing that, it will affect the children's, I guess, perception of things when they're younger. But they're only young for a certain amount of time.
Right.
I mean, they're impressionable for this very short amount of time for your life and their lives. And then you have the rest of the time, like the rest of their life, which is so much longer. And they do get to a point, at least it happened, excuse me, with our children, where they get to the point where you don't have to tell them anything. They can see it for themselves.
Right.
They see it all.
Right.
And then they make their own decisions. And so I think that it's almost like if you are that parent that's kind of sinking to that level or acting emotionally, because I mean, there are emotions involved. I do feel for, a mom whose child is, creating a bond with somebody else. That sucks. I mean, I even have a hard time with my grown children creating bonds with, my ex's girlfriend. I mean, not a problem, but it just feels icky sometimes.
It's just a little,
it's weird. Yeah. I've said it before. It's like, you want to pee on him. Like, that's mine and that's mine and that's mine. No, that's mine. So it's a very natural reaction. So I completely understand that feeling, but as adults, we need to kind of push that down and understand that, well, now there's just more people to love this child and more people to support this child. So that's the way I've tried to look at it. And now that I'm on the other side of it, I always felt like that would be really hard for another parent. But now that I am that other parent, it is hard. It's tough, but you got to do what's best for those kids. So anyway, it's a constant learning situation. I'll tell you what.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know, because I feel like you've been the same way, and you haven't had really any support. So,
No.
That's just, all the situations are different in their own ways, but it's tough.
My life has recently gotten so much easier because I now have been getting meals from Green Chef. And all I could think of is, I wish they had this when my kids were younger. It would have made life so much easier. I wouldn't have to think about what I have to cook that night. And Green Chef has options for every lifestyle: keto, protein-packed, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. Green Chef is also the only meal kit that is both carbon and plastic offset. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions to your door, as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Plus, nearly all packaging materials are curbside recyclable in most areas in the U.S. Now you can choose from 30 plus recipes weekly with the option to mix and match meals from different dietary preferences in the same box without changing your plan. Bring more flavor to your table this spring with Green Chef's wholesome, elevated recipes featuring seasonal, organic produce and unique farm fresh ingredients like rainbow carrots, bok choy, and olives. And the recent meal that I had was the chili ginger pork tenderloin. And let me tell you, it was delicious. Go to greenchef.com/reps60 and use code reps60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Again, that's greenchef.com/reps60 and use code reps60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. That is a steal. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
Can you hear Maui snoring?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah,
I wonder.
it sounds like you're on some medical device.
I don't know what to do. If I put him out there, he cries. And in here, he snores. So
no, it's okay. I've had
my listeners. That's my French bulldog that is has a airway.
He's nasally challenged.
Nasally.
I feel like those dogs have all sorts of problems.
A lot of them do. A lot of them do. It's why I waited so long to get one, because I wanted to get it from a breeder that I knew. And my friend isn't like a career breeder. She's not doing it for the money. She just loves the breed and happened to have a litter of 3 males. And she got in touch with me, and it was right before Faith was leaving for college.
Oh, so it was like your little lifeboat.
He was like
something to cling to.
Yeah.
Yes, something to cling to.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Something to take care of. So far he's, knock on wood, been pretty healthy. He snores so bad.
It's funny that you say that. It just shows how much more nurturing you are than I am, because I have had zero desire to get any other thing that I have to take care of at this point.
Well, I regret it on a daily basis. There's moments throughout my day where I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I love him. He's like having a 3-year-old.
Well, I just saw that breed was just named like the most popular breed now.
I saw that too.
What is it again? What kind of dog is it?
A Frenchie.
A Frenchie. Yeah. Yeah. My ex has 2 of them now. And I swear to God, I think one has had back surgery twice. The other one is a puppy and just fell or something, broke its arm. I feel like they're just so fragile.
Maui, he was about 6 months old and jumped off the back of the couch. I had there's a story. I had called that day to get his appointment to get neutered because I didn't plan on breeding him or anything. And Steven was doing a skateboard trick in the backyard and had me go out to watch. And the way, our couch, the way my couch is, you can see from the couch out the sliding glass door. Anyways, he jumped up on the back of the couch and either tried to commit suicide because he was getting neutered.
He's like, if I don't have my nuts, I don't want to live.
Not worth it. Or just jumped because he was excited, but he broke his leg and had to have surgery too. He has two pins and a wire in his hind leg.
I know, they're so fragile. I feel like I would be a mess.
Yeah. Well, that's why you get that's why you get pet insurance when you have these.
Yeah, I know, because I think Ruby and her ex-boyfriend, they had gotten one of those dogs, and I think it was in for surgery after like the first few months or something. I can't remember what it was. It was like eyeball thing or something.
Yeah, I know. They are. And so when I saw that they've taken over from the top, popular breed, I was like, oh boy, I wonder if people know.
Yeah. People are just out there just losing money.
How expensive they are.
Right and left. They are so damn cute though.
They are.
I mean, and listen to them.
Oh, just purring like a little.
Just so happy. So happy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Things, on the, not on that note, I've got my son's wedding coming up too. So it's like, speaking of money going out the window, and we're not even paying for the bulk of it, but it's just, there's so much to do, so much to pay for. It's like, I'm going to be broke.
So where's he getting married at?
He's getting married here in town.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just getting married at a little, like a little small venue. They didn't want to do, because my other son, the one that's having a baby, they got married in Tulum.
Yeah.
And that was just a big, huge whoop-de-doo. And so I think neither one of them wants something that big. So they're just doing a smaller, kind of like, I wouldn't say casual. I mean, it's still going to be a nice wedding. But, everybody has their opinions on things. I think that her mom would like it to be a little bit fancier than what they want. And so that they've kind of been going back and forth with that. She's very focused on at the venue. It has a restaurant that's going to do the catering, but then it's really beautiful. It's in the redwoods. So they're going to get married in this beautiful redwood grove, and this big lawn is for the reception. But the restaurant is next door, and she was fixated on the fact that the rental upstairs has a bunch of broken blinds.
Okay.
And she was like, is there any way that we can get to pay to fix their blinds so that people don't have to see it? I thought, oh my God. Yeah, that's just not me. And I felt bad because she came up to me. It's cool actually, because my two boys are marrying or are married to best friends, and then their parents are best friends. So when we did the shower for my one daughter-in-law, of course my other daughter-in-law was there, but her mom was there because anyway, they're best friends. The moms are best friends. And so she comes up to me and she goes, okay, we need to talk. I don't know if the kids are getting on it. She's like stressed out. And I just feel like they're just being too casual about this and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, as far as I know, they've got everything taken care of. They've got a wedding planner, blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of looked at her and I said, I don't know if I'm the best person to get on their ass because I'm really casual. And she just kind of looked at me like, you're an alien. I mean, my feelings at this point is, it's going to be fine.
Right.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine.
We don't care about the blinds.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The thing with weddings is that none of the guests know what it's supposed to be. So if something isn't exactly perfect, nobody knows.
They don't know. And the thing is that enough people have been to enough weddings to know that things go to shit sometimes.
Right.
I mean, if anything, those are the things you talk about later.
Right.
I mean, I think at Morgan and...
As long as there's booze in bathrooms.
Exactly. Exactly. Booze and bathrooms. That's all you need. Through everything else.
Two things weddings can't go without.
Yeah. And some food, hopefully.
Well, I mean, you can always DoorDash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know my kids were joking about doing a late night Taco Bell delivery. And of course, her mom hated that too. I was like, that'd be awesome.
I think that'd be great.
Right? People get so hungry later. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. After you've been drinking and dancing all night?
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I loved that idea.
I think that's a really good idea.
I know. I was all about it, but I think that got vetoed. And so, speaking of grandmas, I was going to read this email from Joanna. And she says, hey, Brooke, Jeanna, and Devin. First, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy lives to do your podcast. I enjoy tuning in while I'm at work because it's lighthearted and has made me truly laugh out loud several times for real. I can't relate to y'all on so many. Oh, I can't. Sorry, Joanna. I hate you and I can't relate to you. Not what she said. I can relate to you all on so many levels, but I'm closer to Jeanna in age and I'm looking forward to being a grandma someday. I've already picked out names despite the fact that my daughter-in-law isn't even pregnant. Lolly and Pop Pop. I thought that was so cute.
That is cute.
Lolly. Jeanna, we are just too cool to be your basic grandma. Another one that's cute that my mother-in-law used is Grandma. That's cute too.
That is cute.
Anyway, just wanted to give you a couple more names to add to your list for consideration. I wish you all much love and blessings. And thanks again for brightening my day by sharing a bit of your lives with us. Sincerely, Joanna in Texas. Well, thank you, Joanna in Texas.
Thanks,
we always
Joanna.
we always appreciate people writing in. I don't know how cool I am, but I'm going to try to be cool. I feel like I'm going to be the asshole grandma.
The one that actually has rules?
Yeah. Like I've thought about it. I'm like, I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, I might be at the bottom of the list.
No.
I'll probably make them eat at the table. I'm not gonna let them walk around with food. It's mostly just to preserve my home. Right. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see when we have it.
Yeah.
When we have it.
Yeah,
I'm already doing it. Oh my God.
We're due on the 19th.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Our baby. Is this our baby? God, I would hate that as a new mom. Yeah, no, it's not our baby. It's my baby, bitch.
Yeah. My ex's mom was like that when I had it. And Faith did not like her.
I swear that's like what happened.
None of them listen to this podcast.
I was thinking about that too. I'm like, oh my God, does my ex listen? No, obviously not. Is it gonna get to Joey's mom? Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Faith would only go to my mom or me. She didn't want anybody else. She was very much like, but his mom always used to say, our girl, how's my girl?
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Ours better than my.
Right. Yeah, no, she was
like, you did not make this.
Yeah.
I made this.
And the DNA it's like that you contributed, like via your son, it's iffy.
Yeah, no, it's like having a partner in school on a school project that takes all the credit.
Right.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Do anything.
Yeah. No, it's it's funny. What just crossed my mind as I'm saying that, like, I hope that these people don't listen to this, is I'm trying to like portray myself as this really good person.
All listeners are our friends.
Like hypocrite. What a fucking hypocrite. Like, how narcissistic am I? Oh, you guys, I am so great. I never talk shit. And I'm on a podcast telling it to random people. Just forget everything I said, you guys. I'm a terrible person.
No, you never said anything in front of them.
Yeah,
or to them.
Yeah, just behind their backs. That's totally better.
Just
oh my God.
Public
yeah.
forum.
Oh my God. Life lessons by Jeanna. Fucking just don't do the opposite. Oh, horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Horrible. Oh my God. Dude, so terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you had something that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, I thought it would be cute. So one of the podcasts that Studio 71, our producers, produce is called The Weirdest Thing I Learned This Week. And they go into all kinds of detail. Lots of times they'll have experts on talking about that, this or that. But I thought
we don't have experts.
I just thought we could look up some funny facts and talk about it. And so I started looking up weird facts, and
oh my God, that had to be a rabbit hole.
It was.
Oh my God.
I found one that I thought you would really, really enjoy learning.
Okay.
And here, let me pull it up.
I was going to say, because I've actually heard some weird facts lately that I didn't have to look at because I went to trivia night last night.
Oh, okay. You go next.
No. Yeah.
Okay. This one is in the course of an average lifetime while sleeping, you might eat around 70 assorted insects and 10 spiders or more.
It's fucking disgusting. I'm like, I'm disturbed by that.
Well, so then
I mean, who wouldn't be disturbed by that? That's like, but right. I might never sleep again. So
then I Googled it, and it's very much an urban myth.
Oh, it is. Okay.
And it's a world, like that statistic is like worldwide. So we're talking about like third world countries.
Sure. Okay. Okay. I mean, that makes me feel better. Not for them.
Yeah.
not for the people that are in this horrible situation, but for myself, that makes me feel a lot better. And I'm like my exterminator guy, because I have a guy come and spray outside like every once in a while. He was just here yesterday. So I felt comfortable last night sleeping. Yeah.
Do you ever feel like when they spray outside that it pushes the bugs inside?
Oh God, I never thought about that. Thank you for that, Devin.
You're welcome. I just wanted to plant that seed.
Yeah, thanks. Because it's not like I don't have enough to worry about. Oh my God. Now I'm like looking around like, does it?
No, I really don't.
My house is fairly new, so I feel like the it's insulated pretty well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they still get in, but
and your house is immaculate. Like,
oh well, thank you. I live alone. So
exactly.
No, it's funny because we were talking about that the other day about a spider always being within 6 feet of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in my car. I got in the car, and that's the worst too. You're driving. I'm like on the freeway, and I look over, and there's literally a web from like the mid roof up to the windshield. And I thought, holy shit. Where is it?
Where is that guy?
And I thought, okay, don't get in a car accident. Cause I knew somebody. I mean, I knew somebody that knew somebody, which who knows if it's true, that died trying to get a bee out of their car.
I believe it.
Like freaking out, and killed themselves. So horrible story, horrible. But those kinds of things go through my head all the time. And all I'm thinking is like, where the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere.
It's in here.
So I just knocked the web down and, it didn't come back. So hopefully it's outside. I don't know.
Hopefully.
I probably ate it. I probably ate it.
Well, I mean, do you sleep when you're driving?
No, I just drive with my mouth wide open.
Just a mouth breather?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Speaking of mouth breather, Kylie, my older daughter, she had a hard time. She's always had kind of, I must be like sinus stuff. And me being the awesome parent that I was, never got it checked out. But she was more of a mouth breather. And when they were little, I remember we were all at dinner and with the three older kids when they were smaller. And we were talking about something, and I can't remember why, but mouth breathing came up. And I said, well, Kylie, close your mouth when you breathe. We were saying something, and she was like, I can't breathe with my, now looking back, the child had major sinus problems and we never took her to the doctor.
Sorry, Kylie.
Don't take parenting advice from me. But yeah, so I remember her one time saying like, well, or I can't remember how she said it, but she basically came out with saying that she didn't know that you were supposed to use your nose for breathing. And I said, well, what do you think your nose is for? And she goes, and it wasn't for like smelling or anything like that. Well, probably because she couldn't smell. This is so morbid and terrible. I'm going to tell her about this at work when I get to work. But yeah, but this is how my darling daughter's brain works. She goes, well, it's for when you go up to water up to here. Which for you who are not watching this, basically when the water goes right over your upper lip, because, it's easy to breathe with water hanging just barely below your nose. And I just looked at her like, what? What? No, honey, no. It's for breathing.
It's for breathing.
All the time.
And smelling.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I'd taken you to the doctor, to this day, you might have been able to breathe out of your nose. No, she doesn't do it as much anymore.
Well, as my kids have gotten older, there's been some things where we're talking about it, and it's like, oh, maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe I should have done something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. You get into the busy life and you just forget a kid has a full medical problem. Yeah.
Like, I thought you were just, you were fine.
Yeah, you were fine.
You survived.
Yeah, like Brooke's parents would say, just throw some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rub some dirt on that.
Was that what her parents said, or was that what my grandpa said? I can't remember. I think her parents said it.
Sure her parents said that.
Throw some dirt on it. Yes. This is definitely like a generational thing.
Yeah. Okay, tell me a fun fact that you learned, or a weird fact that you learned.
Let's see. Oh my God. Brain fart. It just like I had it. Oh, okay. So trivia night last night, there were a couple things. One was, what animal breathes through its butt?
I have no idea.
I was like, okay, it can't be a mammal. We were trying to, I can't remember what we wrote down. Like a shrimp or something. I can't remember. It was something stupid like that. It's a turtle.
Oh.
A turtle breathes out of its butt.
Is that why when they're in the water, sometimes you see its butt sticking out?
I guess.
I always just thought they were front heavy.
Yeah, no. That huge head they have?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're self-weighted.
Those turtles have giant heads compared to their bodies. Oh God. Yeah. So turtles breathe out of their butts. It was crazy to me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder, I was thinking, I'm like, well, wait, how? But
so is their butthole attached to their lungs?
I don't know that. I didn't get a diagram or anything of it.
I have to look up the
we can probably look it up. But yeah, I was like, oh, what is, well, and then, this is of course my weird brain. I'm thinking, Wait, how does air go in like while things are going out? I mean, I guess they have to hold their breath while pooping.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You're like, no, that's just pushing. That's just pushing, Devin. No, but then I was thinking, oh, maybe it's kind of like how the vagina has the other little, like where the pee comes out versus
Your urethra?
yes, thank you. Yeah, that thing. Maybe like their breathing area is like our urethra. And its butthole's like our
same spot but separate.
Yeah.
Now
Like
I have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was weird. And then another thing that I thought was so stupid is this question. It was saying, and I always assume that our listeners are smarter than me, but which actually Kylie, my oldest daughter, she got this question because she's brilliant. And it was, what do they call a baby bunny, a baby rabbit?
I don't know. A bunny.
A kit or a kitten.
Oh.
Or kitties.
Really?
Yeah. Which is strange to me.
That is weird.
Also makes no sense. So yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Okay, I'm looking up the turtle thing. Turtle butt helps to filter oxygen into
So do they breathe through their mouth and their butt?
Turtles have what's known as a cloaca and don't have a digestive system. That's written weird. Huh.
They don't digest food?
I guess.
It just comes out the way it went in? I don't even know what turtles eat. I guess leaves.
Yeah, and bug. Do they
like leaves?
Yeah, they eat like leaves and lettuce. And
yeah, I feel like I know somebody that had a turtle and they fed him like, little tiny veggies or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to do some research on this for you, Jeanna.
Hold on to your hats, listeners. This really exciting news may be on the next podcast. You're hanging on the edge of your seats. They're just like, oh my God, I can't even wait another week until I find out the inner workings of the turtle.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
Well, set a reminder on your calendar, folks.
Yes, seriously. Oh my God. Seriously though. Man, I had another weird fact and I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, wow. Again, on the edge of their seats for next time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So anyway, do you have another one?
I have a list.
Go.
It was just a website that I pulled up, called Bet You Didn't Know. But it's impossible for most people to lick their own elbow.
Oh.
So I tried.
Of course you did.
Won't go.
Yep. It's not going to work. I guess you have to just have a really long tongue.
Yeah, or like really mobile, like shoulder.
Oh, well, that I definitely don't have. Well, no, I think it's a length thing, not mobility thing. I mean, think about it. You can get to here. I mean, like if it's even more mobile, you're going to get further away from it.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like
you have to have a very long tongue.
Yeah.
If any of our listeners can do it, like,
oh yeah, please write in.
Please write
Between
in.
the reps at gmail.com. Please. Actually, even better, send a video.
Yeah.
Speaking of stupid human things, can you do it? I mean, like somebody was in the car the other day, and she was saying how she can move like her eyebrows one at a time.
I can't.
I can't do that.
Botox.
Oh, well, that's true.
I don't move.
That's true. That's true. You're like, I can't move either one of them. I've always had this weird thing that I can do that I've never really met anybody else that can do it, and it does nothing for anybody. But I can fold my tongue in half.
Let's see.
Like, yeah, but you got to do it without your lip touching it.
Oh, nope. That
it's a weird, attractive. It's a stupid human trick. It's attractive.
Do you do that on dates?
Yeah. They're like, what can you do with that? So what? That's how I make out. What
is this? What is this that you're doing?
Yeah, it doesn't, it brings me nothing, but it's some weird thing. I don't even know how I discovered it.
Huh.
I mean, I always think about those things. Like, how did you discover you can do that?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have always thought it was impressive when people could just move their ears.
Oh, yeah.
I have not ever been able to just do that.
I feel like they're doing it by clenching their jaw or something.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not working for me, so that's probably not. That's definitely not it. That's not it. When I used to go to the dentist, I watch myself do it now. I was actually just flossing this morning and thinking, why am I so weird? My hygienist used to laugh because as she was cleaning my teeth, my tongue would follow her. So like if she's cleaning this, I like, and it would just like, no matter where she went, it was just like, and I couldn't stop it from happening. And I even do it when I floss my teeth.
That's so funny.
Like my tongue has a mind of its own.
It's like, oh, what is that? What is that over there?
It's not even me speaking. It's my tongue. I can't even be held responsible for anything I say.
So you know how I was saying I don't talk shit? Well, but my tongue does.
Yeah, my tongue does. My tongue sure does. Oh my God. Oh my, okay, is there another one? We'll finish it up because I got to get going.
Well, speaking of tongues, a crocodile cannot stick its tongue out.
Oh. I mean, I've never seen a crocodile. I mean, I've never seen a picture of a crocodile with its tongue out, so that makes sense.
I don't ever plan on like trying to verify that.
Yeah, right. So you never do some alligator wrestling or crocodile?
Right.
Most people are nuts.
Let's see. Did you know that tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur? Their skin underneath matches their stripes on their fur.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bald tiger, so.
Me neither.
I mean, I watched all the Tiger King series. I never once saw, and some of those poor things were mangy as hell. They were not kept well, but I never saw a bald one.
No.
Oh man.
Is that guy still in jail?
I don't know. I don't know what the update is on him. I mean, that was such a COVID thing.
It was.
You know, the old Tiger King.
Everybody was obsessed with him.
Well, yeah, and then I think I even watched. I think there were 2 other documentaries done after that were focused on certain people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Doc.
There was one.
Doc. I think his name's Doc or something.
Yeah.
Or he calls himself Doc, but he has like some stupid name that he gave himself because he's a crazy narcissistic lunatic.
Right.
Like where he was like some Svengali guy or something. I can't remember. Baccarat or I don't know, something weird.
And then the woman, the headband hippie lady, Carol.
Oh, Carol Baskin.
Yes, Carol Baskin.
Wait, didn't they find her husband?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I swear to God. And I could just be making this up. I could have dreamt it, or it just could be my tongue talking.
That damn tongue.
That damn tongue. I swear I saw something that said that they found her husband, that he was actually alive and living somewhere else.
Oh,
He
really?
had just bailed his family. Wait, look it up.
Okay.
Is Carol Baskin's husband alive? Everyone listening to this is like, we know this already. Is
Carol Baskin's husband alive?
okay, I must have dreamt it because
I think you dreamt it.
It's just her saying that he's alive and well.
Oh,
wait.
Well, this one, it says, during an interview in 2021, Baskin revealed Tiger King season 2. The show produced a letter from the Department of Homeland Security that claimed Don Lewis was found alive and well. But I don't know if that was a legitimate letter or not.
Yeah, we have no idea. Okay, I could just be spreading rumors.
He's still, as of January 28th, 2023. Here's this article from Cosmopolitan. Although Baskin asserts that the U.S. government is aware Lewis is alive and living in Costa Rica, he's still legally documented as being dead.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like she would have some kind of documentation if they had told her that.
Yeah.
I mean, if people thought that I killed my husband and the government told me that he was still alive, I'd be like, can I get that in writing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, why? Like, I mean, like, is he like a spy or something? Like, what?
Like, Costa Rica isn't, that hard to track somebody down, and I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never been, but it doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I may have lied.
I think you probably saw an article of her saying that he's been found.
Right. And you know what? This just goes to prove that you always need to look into something you've read on Instagram or TikTok. You got to look into the background. And
not via other Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. Not by going down that same algorithm. Oh my God. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun.
This was fun. Well, guys, thanks so much for taking this lovely little journey with us. We appreciate you so much. I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes when we're like, okay, here we are again. We do actually appreciate you and love you. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Absolutely. It's the highlight of my week, getting to talk with you and Brooke.
Mine too.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, 5-star rating, 5-star warning, and
we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. Bye.